We're going to share the story of how we met and fell in love in a grocery store and the lessons that you could learn from our story. It was 2010.
It was it 2010?
Yeah.
How long ago was it?
Summer of 2010, 15 years ago.
Sheesh.
Baltimore, Maryland. I had just returned from a girls' weekend with my two lifelong friends where they had really hyped me up about getting back into the dating scene. I was recently divorced with a 2-year-old daughter at the time and not that excited about dating. And so I think in the back of my mind, I heard their voices.
There was a specific person in mind that she used to ride the train with to work in DC, correct?
Yes.
Why you say that? Why you tell us?
Relevant.
It is relevant.
Relevant.
It's relevant to me. Yeah,
Okay, so some guy tried to holler at me on the train and I just was telling my girlfriends I wasn't ready. And they were like, well, maybe you're not interested in him, but when you see somebody you're interested in, you should give him a chance.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so I am standing in the grocery store.
Mhm.
What was it called?
Fresh Market on Charles and Saratoga, right on the Charles Towers.
Yeah, I'm checking out at the grocery store and I see this tall, handsome man standing there waiting for his assistant.
I was waiting for my assistant to help me get my groceries because I'm blind. So I was waiting for my guy to come help me do my thing, get my fruit.
First lesson in how to meet your person in the grocery store is always dress your best, because you caught my eye because of how fine you looked that day.
It's the only day I look like that, huh?
No, you always look
fine.
You always look fine.
Right. Yeah.
But what were you wearing that day?
I had my cowboy boots on, had a good pair of jeans on, I had a blazer on, my little shirt, freshly pressed shirt, pocket square, fresh haircut. Yeah, I was looking good.
You was looking really good.
I don't dress up as much as I used to, but when I do, I like to put it on. So that day, I was looking good. I felt good. I had a speaking engagement, did my little thing, and I came back. I said, I might as well run to the grocery store before I go home.
Yeah. So if you are single and looking, you can find love in a grocery store, but you definitely should dress your best.
And you receive what you put out. And that day, I found a beautiful young lady that day because I was, and I think to myself about if that was maybe a Saturday or Sunday, and I was dressed down, would she have looked at me the same way? Because
and if you could see me that day, I would not have caught your eye because I was wearing sweatpants and a baseball cap.
Well said. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I'm being visually impaired. You still gave me good energy when you came up to you. And so when she came up to me, she said, well, can you see me? That one thing I always tell her, I said, the true essence of a woman is what?
When she looks like a bum, no makeup. Yeah.
To me, although I can't see. I remember when I could see, I would always think a woman was at her best when she was just chilling.
But you know why you think that?
Why?
Because when you could see you were 20 something and women did look great in yoga pants and no makeup in their 20s. But at our age, you wouldn't think that anymore if you saw women in their 40s and 50s.
I don't think so. I think that's just who I am.
That's the beauty of not seeing how we age.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Because there are times when you got there's a black pair of yoga pants that you have, the Lululemon pants.
Lululemons.
And when you wear
them, look good.
I have some vision. I can see shadows, right? I can see like shapes and stuff like that. So when you wear those, what do I always say?
You say I look like I have a pop, which is the butt.
But yeah,
I don't.
As we digress, we
Okay.
get back to what we're talking about.
So second lesson is trust your instincts, because I actually walked out of the grocery store and I had this crazy, overwhelming feeling come over me. I seriously stopped in my tracks, and it was like the universe or God or whatever you want to call it, telling me you are meant to know this person. And so I turned back around, went into the store and found you.
Yeah. Might have been a little crazy, but that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, she did. She came back and she came back but she was nervous, right? I could tell she was nervous, but even within her being nervous, she knew what she was there for. And I think whatever transpired, whatever happened that weekend, she felt like that was her moment and she went to go get it. So that's to women and men. If you see something and you feel something in your spirit coming from your gut to your mind and telling you to make a move, make that move.
Which is the third lesson. Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
Because I shot it and I scored.
Shoot your shot. That was weird. That was weird, but you did score. Yeah. Shoot your shot. And I scored.
But you did score.
But you did score. You did score. And on the other side of that, as a man, her coming to me, I had to be quick on my feet too. And this is a shout out to the young men and young women for that matter. When somebody approaches you, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for that
But
moment.
you were more than ready. You
No,
were
I'm
smooth.
just-
You
no, I'm just
definitely were experienced in the street.
No, 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 no.
Because
No.
I said, are you single? And what did you say back to me?
I said, no, well, the question.
No, you didn't say
I
no,
said,
well.
I said, the question is, are you single?
He said, the question is. Are
Why,
you
I don't know why you
single?
think that.
He said it like the late night radio DJ, like a smooth, sexy voice.
Yeah, it's interesting how two people can be in the same space in the same moment in time, but have two different experiences. Because that's not how
That is how you
that's-
said it. You said
I
it
thought I was
so
just as
smooth.
normal as possible. I was like,
No.
no, the question is, because I had to think when you said it, like, what's happening here? I said, well, the question is, are you single? You said, well, yeah, I am. So we exchanged numbers and
Yeah,
that was it.
And that was it. So 15 years
15.
later.
I say 16 years. I don't know how she counts her years.
Always add an extra year.
16.
No, it's barely 15.
I loved you before I knew you. 16.
Oh.
Psych.
That's how he got me, being smooth, I'm telling you.
No, but yeah,
Yeah.
so
So you can meet someone in the grocery store, you can fall in love.
absolutely. You fall in love anyway. You have to be open to it.
So our hope is that we can be good relationship mentors to anyone who's single and searching, or
Yeah.
anyone who's is currently struggling or wants to make their relationship better.
Because we've been through it all.